Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your another reading. If you guys have any suggestions for the topic based readings, please do let me know in the comment section, and whichever topic gets the most amount of likes, I will make the video on that specific topics only, not every. But anyways, if I have messages for you, I deliver it with my general readings. So yeah, if you do have any topics, please do let me know. Otherwise, let's just get into your today's reading. Let's see what messages do I have for you. Okay, as I was shuffling the deck, I got the Two of Cups coming out. I don't know why, for some reason I feel like there is a lot of collaborations happening, a lot of people coming together, and they will be now opening up to what real love means. Because 25, all the fake relationships, all the fake love, all the illusions around relationships in general are anyways falling apart. So I think 25 is the year when love is coming together for a lot of people. So if you were single, if you suffered in the previous years in your romantic relationship, oh my god, again the Two of Cups. This is not a coincidence. Let me tell you, this is not a coincidence. Love is here for you in the year 25. If you're watching this, whenever you're watching this, this is a timeless reading. Love is coming. Love is entering your life. Love is coming. That's it. That's all I want to say. Love is coming. The partnership is coming. No, doesn't matter how insecure, doesn't matter how many fears you have. For most of you, you guys are healed if you're watching this. Even if you feel like there is a lot for you to heal, you are healed enough to attract a soulmate into your life. And let's not stick to the labels. But what I do mean by this card is that partnership is coming in, companionship is coming in, love in general is in the energy. Love is here, guys. Love is here. Oh my god, crazy, crazy, crazy reading. We are not even in the, like, this is just the beginning of the reading, but oh my god. But you know what, I do feel very, very cozy, very peaceful energy. So you guys are not even chasing after love. But if you are chasing after love, then I feel like there are two types of people, right? One is always chasing, one is like needing or feel left out, and one is just wanting to be loved by a right person. There are two different things. Obsessing over a relationship, love me, I want a relationship, I want a person, even if you're disrespecting me, just be with me, just be with me, just be with me. That is obsession. That is not healthy at all. But one person who feels left out when they shouldn't be feeling left out, one person being sad about they don't have anybody to rely on, they don't have anybody to just share normal conversations with, and experience tiny companionship with anybody. That is another thing. And I think if you fall into the second category, love is entering your life very soon. And if you are into obsessive energy, you need to heal that before you can get into a relationship, because obsession can, okay, let's not get into that. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Let's take a moment and pull the cards. Okay. Okay. Everybody say hi to Rua. Say hi. Okay, listen. The time has come when the universe is making a decision about your love life, where everything is aligning perfectly into your life, where everything is coming together perfectly at a perfect time, in a perfect space, in a perfect alignment. You are releasing your past, you are releasing the need to be in a relationship, and this is exactly what is bringing in the soulmate, or which is bringing in this person. Don't stick to the labels again. Also, this is not the time when you get stuck into your overthinking, your illusions, your traumas, your fears, your everything which is mental. This is not the time when you are here. This is the time when you act. And what you are acting upon is making yourself happy, embracing your individuality and independence does not mean that you don't need or want love or a companionship. Independence is not being codependent on somebody else's energy. It's like, if you are not giving me that energy, then I am sad, I am crying because I cannot give it to myself. Independence is that I accept and I respect the fact that you're giving me so much love, happiness, compassion, and an energy and support system to rely on, but at the same time I can also do it for myself, right? So this is independence. Also, this is the same reason why you're attracting somebody who is going to give you everything that you're giving to yourself. So watch out on what you are saying to yourself. What are you giving to yourself in the time when you need somebody the most? For example, if you're having a breakdown, are you demotivating yourself even further? Are you like victimizing yourself even further, or are you just pulling yourself back from the tunnel and you're motivating yourself, you're healing yourself, you're giving yourself the compassion, time and space to heal? Because that is exactly what the people are going to give back to you. They are going to reciprocate the same energy. But regardless, you are having people who are going to love you, right? And a lot of emotions is coming out, a lot of cups energy in your reading. What is coming towards you is a lot of excitement, is a lot of love, is a lot of, a love, a relationship. If you look at your person, where you look at your person and you get the butterfly feeling in your stomach. This is not a boring sort of a relationship where you're like, oh my god, like trauma was better than this because now I'm bored with a very smooth and a very good relationship. This is not going to be like that. Does not mean that this relationship won't have its own ups and downs, but at the same time, this is not going to be like, okay, but now I have to settle for something very boring, because toxic is not healthy, right? This is not going to be like that. This is just going to give you the butterflies in your stomach kind of a feeling, which is also very emotionally fulfilling for you. At the same time, you're needing to make a decision over here whether you want to fall back to your old patterns, because there are a lot of tests right now going on in your life where you'll have to choose between the new and the old. And of course, this is not going to be easy, because your old self will try to come in, your old self will, try to make the decisions, but this is going to be your decision whether you want to choose the new or the old. Also, things might not go very fast, very quick, like how your trauma used to respond, how your toxic relationship used to form. This relationship might not be very like fast, very exciting in the beginning, but still this is actually going to be very healthy, very passionate and very good. And your old self will just try to kick in and make you confuse whether this is actually the right choice or not, because you're so much comfortable in the trauma, you're so much comfortable in the toxicity, that sometimes healthy feels boring. But still, like I said in the beginning, this is not going to be a boring relationship where you feel like I have to settle down now because toxic is unhealthy, so I have to settle for something boring which is healthy for me. This is not going to feel like that. But sometimes you will have your own set of moments where you feel like, maybe I'm settling, maybe this is boring, but this is not boring, and you know it, but still your mind is going to create some confusions. So stay aware and do not fall for the trap. At the same time, this is not the time when you make the decisions from your fears, and you're no longer even doing that. I don't have to tell you this because you're not doing it, so kudos to you. And this is not the time when you'll have to go all in and do all the work, like tell me if you're ready for a relationship, otherwise I'm leaving, and otherwise I'm choosing somebody else. This is not going to be like that. This person is going to give you the time and space that I just got deja vu. I don't know why. I felt like I have done this reading, I have done the same reading sitting in the same place and I have said the same things. I don't know why. So, okay, I would like to end this reading here by saying that this is your new chapter. This is a whole new chapter, and you are going to experience some whole new things in the new chapter of your life. Some of them will be familiar to you because before you experienced trauma, you experienced something good, whether in this lifetime or before this one, because your soul recognizes the difference between the good and the bad for a reason, right? So you know good, that's why you know that this is bad. So some good things from this new cycle are going to be familiar, but some good things are going to be entirely new, which might confuse you a little bit because your old self will try to jump in and be like, make decisions, do it quickly. Otherwise, oh my god, I'm in hurry, I'm in rush, and I have to make the decisions and this and that. But you're advised here to just relax, take your time, and make decisions from your gut feeling, from your intuitions, from your emotions. Flow with your feminine energy regardless of your gender. Okay? Flow with your feminine essence. Now, what do I mean by that? Make decision based off how you feel about a certain person or a certain situation, and do not rush. You are not in rush, and this person, whoever is coming in, they are not going to rush you. They are not going to rush you, and this is how you recognize them. How will you recognize this person coming forward is that they won't rush you to make a decision. They won't force you to make a decision. They will be like, take your time. Take your time. And for some of you, I heard that they are not going to make a decision, so you will rush them and you will get irritated and you will be like, make a decision, tell me, otherwise I am leaving. And this person is going to be like, where are you going? Try, go. Where are you going? Because this person is not going to let you go, because maybe they are very secure, and their surety and security is going to trigger your insecurities. Because for some of you, you feel safe around a possessive, controlling, and insecure person, because for you that is your definition of love. But love is secure, love is calm, and love sometimes is slow with making decisions, because they don't want to rush you, they don't want to bring out the worst side of you. They just want to be there with you, and they are okay even if you make or do not make any decisions. So make decisions on how you feel about somebody, and do not use your fears from the past. Do not use your logic, or do not use the wisdom that you created or you made out of your past experiences, because then you're going to make the wrong decisions, right? Oh my god. And this is also the person that you can let your guards down to. So this person, like, you can trust them, but at the same time you're advised here to like be there for yourself. Do not like completely be dependent on this person's energy. Like, yeah, I know they are there for me, so don't go like, I'm not gonna then show up for myself. For example, if this person is buying you flowers, do not stop buying flowers for yourself, regardless of your gender. This is just an example, and I hope you get the meaning of it. So that's it for the reading today. I hope this helps. Do let me know. If it did not, then wait for another videos. And for personal readings, you can DM me on Instagram. The link for that is in the description box below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care of yourself, sending you so much love and light. Bye bye.